You made us hold on to the positive thoughts. Oh MINLA, you boosted us with your smiles. Oh MINLA, you've come so far, guiding us to the light. Inspired both young and old with patience and mindfulness. We thank you, oh MINLA, we thank you. This gift that you gave us is larger than life. To go ahead with confidence and smile, we thank you, oh MINLA, we thank you. M for mindfulness, I for innovation, N for newness, L for loyalty, A for activeness. You gave us the direction. Oh MINLA, you boosted us with your smiles. Oh MINLA, you've come so far, guiding us to the right. We thank you, oh MINLA, we thank you, oh MINLA, Meena ji and Lalit ji. We thank you for everything.
A global namaste to all of you. A very good morning, a good afternoon, and a very good evening to whichever part of the globe you're joining us from. Before we go ahead, I just wanted to make sure that unless the name of the participant appears on the screen, the phones will be sort of barred out of the session just to prevent any hacking. Now, just to make sure, I would request our management from Nakuru, Kenya, all the phones that or the devices that do not have their names on it, if you want to be a part of this conversation, please put your name on so we can admit you in. The ones without any names will be logged out. So my humble request, if you all want to participate with this Zoom session with this legend today, please, please, please put your name. Otherwise, you will be taken off the session today. Meena Ben, is that okay? Thank you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, a global namaste and a very good afternoon, a very good evening, a very, very good morning to whichever part of the globe you're joining us. A very warm welcome to all the Zoom audience, Facebook audience, and Instagram audience. We are truly delighted that today is our 76th session with a legend in cricket. MINLA started doing these sessions at the beginning of the pandemic in April 2020 to spread the peace, love, and happiness amongst the global community. MINLA today is so excited about today's guest, who's actually given us his precious time, the legend, the none other than the big cricket legend in the Indian community, the Lohana community, the international community, if I may say, Mr. Shubhashbhai. He's currently traveling and is residing in India for the time being on a holiday, but he has decided to give us his precious time to this Zoom session to inspire people, to motivate people, to listen to the life journey that he's been through so that we can all aspire to become successful and aspire to have great goals in life. Mr. Modi, I warmly welcome you on the session, the MINLA Zoom session today. So before we go ahead and formally welcome Mr. Modi by Mrs. Meena Ben Khagram, I want to give a little bit of an introduction of this humble human being. Mr. Subhash Ranchordas Bhai Modi, born in 1946 in Zanzibar, which is now part of Tanzania, I believe. Aged, shall we give his age away? Yes, he's happy to say that. 76 years of age and still going very strong, married to a lovely lady called Aruna Ben with 3 of his wonderful boys. Mr. Modi played for Kenya in 1969, but his real skill and passion lay in umpiring, a love which continues to this day. In spite of his full-time occupation as a consultant for Ogilvy for 35 years, plus 5, I'll say that, he has umpired, officiated in the ICC Trophy, the Commonwealth Games in Malaysia in 1998, as a 4th umpire in 1999 in the World Cup, as well as the Championship Trophy in the year 2000. Very, very active on and off the pitch, Mr. Modi served the Kenya Cricket Umpires and Scorers Association as the chairman, secretary, and treasurer. The organization recently awarded him with a lifetime membership for his sterling services. He has 3 sons, as we said earlier, Dipesh, Nimesh, and Hitesh, and a lovely wife, Aruna Ben, and many grandchildren, and which he's going to be telling us about. So a very warm welcome, Mr. Modi, on the MINLA Zoom session. And I will now request our lovely lady, the lady who hosts the Zoom sessions from the city of Nakuru in Kenya, Mrs. Meena Ben Khagram, to formally, traditionally welcome our guest speaker. Meena Ben.
Thank you, Lalit Bhai. Dr. Soda, thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Shubhashbhai.
Shubhashbhai, we have 2 things in common.
Krishna.
I'm also born in 1946. And your sister is my Derani. So you are my Vevai.
Okay, that's good news.
Yeah. Well, 2 sisters we have taken yours. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Meena Ben.
Yeah, okay. This is for you, Shubhashbhai. Maybe I missed during the wedding. That's for you.
Be blessed. Thank you.
Yeah. That's for you.
Thank you so much. I am humbled and honored.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world logging in. My cute cousin Lalit and myself are super excited to welcome you all to our MINLA Zoom session and those who have joined live on Facebook. Welcome, Shubhashbhai, our cricket legend. Can't wait to listen to your story. Welcome. Welcome to the Flamingo and Crater City of Nakuru, where Lake Nakuru is famous for wildlife and flamingos. We have oldest museum and old volcanic crater. Now most famous for East African Safari Rally. Nakuru County is the one where world famous fastest runners are born. And in the world, and you are number 1, we are number 1 in Africa. And recently, even the person who climbed James, the Himalayas mountain is from here. Bibi Nabwana. Let me introduce to our backbone of this session, Dr. Lalit Soda. Dr. Lalit is a chiropractor, world-class speaker, and author. He believes in giving back to the society. Recently, he has climbed Himalayas. Lalit, we are very proud of you. He is also recipient of many awards including Marwak Journalist Awards. Thank you. Over to you, Lalit.
Thank you very much, Minaben. Thank you very much for the traditional welcome. And here we have our Mr. Kagram.
Hi.
Thank
How are
you
you?
so much. Thank you, Minaben.
All
Shubhashbhai,
good.
Khagran, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I just came back from the golf club.
Wonderful. Now, moving on. Welcome, Mr. Kagram from the Golf Club. I'm sure you've had a great time. And now we're going to be engaging in conversation with the none other than our cricket legend, Mr. Subhash Modi. Subhashbhai, welcome once again. Now, we start from here, but before we have the start and engage into a conversation, I would like to give the floor to you for a minute or two to just express your wishes to Minaben and just being here with us. So the floor is for you for the next minute or two.
Yeah, this cricket. You know, when I was in Zanzibar, I was studying at ESM school. And my school was near Nazimoza cricket ground, where every Sunday active cricket used to take place. And I used to go and do scoring. And I was in fact being trained by the senior cricketers. And during the weekdays, we used to play with the tennis ball on the same ground with the wooden bats. In those days, we could not afford the new cricket bats because in those days, money was not that easily available. And that generated interest into me for the noble game of cricket.
Great. So that is how the journey of cricket started for you in Zanzibar. Is that correct?
That's right. And then later on, when I migrated to Kenya in 1959, I had to join various clubs like first Surat District Cricket Association, then Pangani Sports Club, Nagara Sports Club, and then Premier Club. And occasionally I played for Zoeb Taibji's 11. And then I was the captain of Lohana Youth League Nairobi for 15 years.
Okay,
You know,
before we go into that journey up to the 15 years, which you've taken very quickly, I know it's very difficult to pack everything of 76 years in 40 minutes. But when you moved from Zanzibar to Kenya, to East Africa, tell me one thing. I mean, were you just playing cricket off on the field, or were you in a professional team at that time, or in school teams or club teams, or how did it all start?
Yes, I was playing for the local teams. In Kenya, there was no professionalism in cricket. We were playing at the club level, but we used to play very competitive cricket. And we used to pay annual subscriptions to the clubs, sports fees, match fees, and every Sunday we used to play competitive cricket. We used to attend 3 days of net practices. And if you don't attend 1 day out of 3 days, you are automatically dropped because the cricket in those days was very competitive.
So which team were you playing for? Which club did you play for while you were competing?
Initially, I started playing for Surat District Association, a lower division. Then went on to play for Pangani Sports Club, friendly cricket on Saturdays. Then Nagara Sports Club. And then later on, I joined Premier Club, the senior, one of the senior top teams in Kenya.
Fine. So would you say that the Premier Club was the highest level at that time?
Well, it was like Nairobi Gymkhana, SVIG, Sarali Muslim Club, Aga Khan Sports Club, Sikh Union. Those were the top clubs in those days.
Okay. Perfect. And how old would you have been then when you started your first cricket playing and getting into these clubs and playing in Nairobi? How old would you be then?
Well, I was nearly 15 years old.
Okay. So how did you balance the time between studies? And obviously you were a very smart student at school, but how did you balance that with your cricket playing and everything?
Well, you know, cricket, the noble game of cricket, it was in my blood since the days of Zanzibar.
Okay.
And I love the game so much. You know, in those days, we were so keen there were no commentaries in Zanzibar or even in Kenya. We used to go, if you recall your memory, there used to be an embassy bookshop.
Correct.
Arvind Solanki used to go, he used to write the scoreboard, or we used to call him, Arvind bhai, please tell us the score. How is India doing against Australia? How is India doing against Pakistan? But this sort of continuity of cricketing communication generated a lot of interest into me. And I felt I should take up this game, the noble game of cricket, very seriously. At that time, I didn't realize I'll become one of the top umpires in Kenya.
Absolutely. Obviously, then history unfolds and your career into cricket became a big thing. So at what stage did you actually, very first time, professionally play cricket? Which was your very first match? Where you were actually professionally playing for the country?
As I mentioned to you earlier, I played cricket for Kenya in the quadrangular cricket tournament in Zambia in, I think, 1960 or 69 against Tanzania, Zambia, and Uganda. So that was the time. But that time, it was not called professional because we were all local cricketers, you know.
Sure, sure. So would that have generated any income for you at that time? So when I say professionally playing, so were you being paid for it?
You know, Dr. Lalitbhai Soda, you know, we used to take pride for playing for the country.
Yes.
We never thought about money. We were always thinking of doing something for the country, you know, and we took a lot of pleasure, and we felt being honored when you represent a country, you know.
A true Vanainchi.
True.
Okay, wonderful. So this was good. Now, obviously, as you said, that with different matches you played, you were picked as a very, very good cricket player, and one match after the next, and then you started playing internationally. Which was the very first international match that you played, Shubhashbhai?
Dr. Lalitbhai, I did not play any international games, but I played against the visiting teams, you know. It is my son, Hitesh Modi, who played 62 international cricket matches for Kenya.
Okay, okay.
But
so you didn't play any international matches?
I had not played any official international games.
Wow.
I had officiated 22 ODI matches and 9 2020 matches.
Wow. And then, obviously, from playing, your passion became into umpiring. Is that correct?
That's right. That's correct.
When did that switch take place?
Around 1984, when, you know, in those days, we used to have cricket umpires, but the supply of cricket umpires was not sufficient. In those days, team betting first, they used to provide umpires. And I used to normally be one of the umpires for the betting team. And really that interested me to take up umpiring. And when I became umpire in 1980, we were paid 20 shillings a game, 20 shillings a game, and which we were not taking because our Kenya Cricket Umpires and Scorer Association did not have funds in the kitty. So we used to give it back to the association. But now our association is very, very strong financially.
So this was, while you were doing the umpiring, this was pure passion for the sport.
That's right, pure
That's
passion.
amazing.
For the love of the game. And after having played cricket, it is the duty of every cricketer to give something back to the noble game of cricket.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, obviously, while you were playing cricket and you became an umpire, that requires a certain set of skills. You just can't become an umpire. In fact, your legend of cricket, you are a legend as an umpire, not as a cricket player. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Correct.
what was that specific set of skills that you developed or had or thought that this is what I have to become a good umpire? Well, what are some of the set of skills that you should have?
You see, correct. Yeah. You see, in umpiring, there are a lot of factors involved. Umpiring is an art. If one wants to become an umpire, he has to be sincere, dedicated, honest, and eyesight should be good, hearing should be good, getting on with the player should be good. And then we have to pass the examination and physical fitness. If a person is not fit enough to stand about 7 hours a day, he should not be umpiring. So we had to go through all these procedures, and I had to sit for the exams. And first I did 30 matches, and then I was told to do 3 matches with the senior umpires. And I managed to get all sorted out with the blessings of God. And I got a full member of our Kenya Cricket Umpires and Scorers Association.
Wow, that's truly amazing. And the very first match that you umpired on your own was?
First match I had umpired with one senior umpire, Mr. Manu Shah. I used to call him my guru because he used to give me a lot of finer points of umpiring. My first game was at Sir Yusuf Ali Sports Club near Utali, near Ruaraka Sports Club. It used to be known as Kathiawar Sports Club. I umpired the first game with Manu Bhai Shah.
Uh-huh.
And he was happy with the umpiring standard. And he says, don't worry, Subhash, it seems you will go through.
Amazing. And you went through, obviously.
Yes, I did my 3 games, and with the blessings of God and with the blessings of the association, I managed to get through and became a full member.
Now, when you became a full member, what went through your mind? What went through your thought process? What was going on in your mind at that time?
Yes, when I became a qualified umpire, I thank God first. My family also, they were very supportive, and I was looking forward to do big matches. That time I didn't have international games in my mind, but I wanted to do top class matches. And Dr. Lalit Bhai, you will be surprised. Immediately I became a qualified umpire. I started getting big appointments for umpiring. The matches between Nairobi Gymkhana, Sarali Muslim Club, Swami Bapa, and those were the teams. Their crowd used to be packed all around, and the crowd was, I would say, touch wood, nothing happened to me. But if an umpire makes a mistake, few of our umpires have been beaten in the past also. But thank God, nothing happened. So, when there is a fair play,
yes,
I'm sure nothing will happen to the umpires.
Sure. But you're obviously in a very vulnerable position while you're umpiring, isn't it?
Yes, you got to be fair, because, even you'll be surprised, Doc, during the lunch time, I don't sit with the players. We normally umpires sit aloof, separate from the players. We don't want friendship with the players,
Sure. Just to keep it all fair.
Yes.
Now, moving on, and time rolled on, and your cricket career became bigger and bigger and bigger. And something I wanted to ask you about the International Cricket Council and the World Cup qualifiers and the team players and the umpires, they all go through certain kind of scrutiny, before those players, the umpires are selected. Now, tell us a little bit about the International Cricket Council and how that would have actually scrutinized the people, participants like yourselves. So tell us a little bit about that, if you may.
Now, I want to tell you my success story of how I got into ICC panel.
Sure.
2004, I asked my friend, Mr. Jentipai Patel, I call him Lala, he's known as Lala, was the vice chairman one time, Kenya Cricket Association, and a selector. I asked him why there are no Kenya umpires on the ICC panel. And he guided me. He says, you sent an email to ICC, which I did. And next day, I got a reply from Africa Cricket Association Development Officer, now he's late, Hussein Ayub. He says, are you prepared to go to Malaysia? You will not be paid any money, but you are going to attend the seminar and you will be judged your ability, capability, and your performances on the field. During the seminars, you'll be asked questions. And if you are good enough, you'll be selected in the ICC associate and affiliates panel of umpiring. So we went to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur in 2005. We had to go through vigorous umpiring seminars, training, and we were given 2 matches on field and 2 matches off the field. And Derer Hare, you must have heard his name, famous Australian umpire. He
Yes.
was one of our mentor. And another guy was the Chris Kelly, Englishman. He normally appoints umpires in England. He used to appoint umpires that time. And then there was another 2 ICC officials. They used to monitor us. They used to see our progress, how we stand on the field when you are umpiring, and how we handle the match, whether we are controlling the match well, when there are decisions, how we give out, not out, how the players react when we have given out or not out. So touch wood, they selected 20 out of, I think we were many people around the world, and I was one of them selected in that group of 20. And later on, we were called next year to Dubai for another conference, and they reduced 20 to 10 members. And again, I was one of the 10 members. So the journey started, and I'm proud to say that I had the honor of being with the world-class top match referees, top-class umpires, and I would say administrators and groundsmen. You know, it's not easy. You know, the journey initially was tough, but I could see joy and happiness, and there was not a dull moment in my 40 years of umpiring. I have met wonderful people, and today also I am meeting you and MINLA because of cricket on this global Zoom, you know, and I'm also grateful. Many of the respected people are also watching us. And I would like to also highlight one thing.
Go ahead.
The moment you people put my poster, I was honored to get a telephone call from Mr. Shubhashbhai Vitlani, the president of Lohana Mahaparishad. I was very happy. He spoke to me for a long time. He says he's traveling. He's our world-class Lohana ambassador. He's traveling all the time. And he says, if you need any assistance, we are always there to assist you. So you people doing voluntary work, and that gives some of the Lohana personalities, they are being brought closer to our global Lohana community. So I salute you, Dr. Lalitbhai Amratlal Soda and Srimati Minaben Rameshbhai Khagram. You people are doing wonderful job, and again, on a voluntary basis.
Thank you, Shubhashbhai. Thank you so much. In fact, yes, Mr. Satishbhai is the president of the Lohana Mahaparishad, currently based in Mumbai, India, who is a great ambassador for the Lohana community and is obviously very keen on our Lohana committee members or Lohana members who have done so well and put a trademark in their profession or their sports career or any type of a career where they've done extremely well. So he's actually a very great ambassador. We also today have the president of the Lohana community North London who's joined in with us, Mr. Dinesh Bhai Sonchatra, Mr. Ajay Jobanputra from South London, who is currently the acting chairman, also has joined in. So really, and obviously the Lohana Community United Kingdom President Bharat Soda is also sending you all the best wishes. So yes, the Lohanas are so widespread along this globe, and every Lohana member who has done so well in their profession, in their career, in their sports career, whichever it is, are obviously worth recognizing. So Shubhashbhai, you are one of those Lohana Raghuvanshi legends, and absolutely delighted to be a part of that community too.
But Dr. Lalitbhai Soda, it was my honor to have met Bharat Bhai Soda, the chairman of London community, Ajay Bhai Jobanputra, the chairman of South London community, during the opening of the temple at the Croydon. And Ajay Jobanputra, and you know, these Kenyans are shining everywhere.
Absolutely.
Although you are in London, you are also a Kenyan.
I am.
But wherever Kenyans go, wherever even Zanzibarians go, they shine everywhere.
Absolutely.
And good thing about you people, you believe in giving rather than taking. That is very important.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, moving back onto cricket. Thank you, Subhashbhai, for that little kind gestures for
Now, one
everybody.
thing I forgot to mention to you,
Go ahead.
Dr. Lalit Bhai, I'm proud to say that Nairobi Lohana Majan is celebrating 100 years under the chairmanship of Sri Bimal Bhai Kantaria, son
Correct.
of Ranjit Bhai Kantaria. And
Yeah.
a few weeks back, under the chairmanship of Prakash Bhai, under the convenorship of Prakash Bhai Kanani, Hitesh Bhai Morjaria, and the able team of Mr. Magdani, Mr. Samir Bhai, and Raju Bhai, and we had wonderful time celebrating 100 years in Voi, that is Voi Wildlife Lodge. You know, and I'm sure you will all be coming to Nairobi during the Lohana Sports Festival, which is being organized by Lohana Youth League under the chairmanship of Mr. Shamil Manek.
Yes, 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 yes. That's in
Manek.
December at Christmas time.
Yes.
Perfect. So yes, in fact, the Lohana Sports Festival, in from what I can remember during my very young years being in Nairobi at the time, and I kind of remember that you were one of the co-founders of the East African Lohana Sports Festival. Is that correct, Mr. Modi?
That's right. I had the honor of being one of the founders along with Sri Damji Bhai Mandavia
Correct.
and Sri Jain Bhai Badyani. They were very supportive, and I'll tell you how it started.
Go ahead.
Lohana cricket team went to Kisumu. You know, Kisumu were known as the best horse in East Africa at that time. Lohana Youth League of Kisumu, they were simply brilliant, you know. So we were there in 1973 and we met Damji Bhai and discussed that if Ismailia community can have their annual festival, why can't we have the festival? Because the festival, sports festival, will bring the largest gathering of Lohana community in East Africa. And he says, Subhash, you be a coordinator, be a secretary, you coordinate with all the East African Lohana centers, Jain Bhai and I will do my best, and Kisumu will give you the full support. So Kisumu Lohana Youth League really supported us, and we started the festival. And I'm proud to say, since 1974, April, the festival is still going stronger and stronger, and we are getting a lot of support all over the world.
Absolutely. And I must stress one thing, Subhashbhai, that Sports Festival has brought the whole of East African Lohana community together, which also made a lot of interactions between the Lohana communities in East Africa. Lots of youngsters met and actually got married to each other. They found their prospective future partners at the festival. Not only did the festival bring the community spirit as a very strong one, made the sports a very big thing in the Lohana community, but obviously there was a lot of goodwill between the East African Lohanas. Would you agree to that?
That's right. You said correctly, goodwill.
Yes. So again, to this day, I think the sports festival is such a big thing in the Lohana community at Christmas time, and we hope that it keeps going strong and strong and strong. Coming back to your lifestyle and cricket, I want to ask you a couple more questions, Subhashbhai. You know what? I wanted to hear a little bit about your journey with the Kenyan Cricket Council when you were appointed as a selector. And two names come in my mind who were Mr. Sunil Sarkar and the late Mahmood Qureshi. Can you shed some light on that episode that happened at the time?
Yes. Sunil Sarkar was the chairman of our selection committee for Kenya Cricket Association.
Yes.
Mahmood Qureshi was another selector, and he used to write the minutes. Now, Mahmood Qureshi is no more, but he was one of the finest cricket all-rounders of East Africa. He captained Sarali Muslim Club. And then another selector was Mr. Virendra Desai. He is also no more, another Kenya cricketer. And we were a team of very experienced team of selectors. And during our time, 1994, we made sure that we select the best team possible. And we did during the 1994 ICC trophy in Nairobi. And our Kenya team reached the final of the ICC trophy, and we lost narrowly to UAE at Ruaraka Sports Club, which hosted.
May I stop you for a second, Mr. Modi? Meenabin, can you remove that person who's trying to make some rude comments on there, please? Just eliminate them, block them. Thank you. Sorry about that, Mr. Modi.
No problem.
Unfortunately, with the virtual world, people do like to hack in and put some comments that are not very appropriate. But hey, guys, this is the virtual world. Let them do what they want to do. We're going to go ahead and do our Zoom session and shine bright as ever. Shubhashbhai, continue. Go ahead.
There's no problem, because when I gave my son out LBW, he was not happy. But what comes out of my heart, we should do it. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be talking about that episode. So this episode is going through your journey with the Kenya Cricket Council was an amazing journey that you went through. You currently belong and are affiliated member of many, many cricket associations within East Africa and internationally. Is that correct?
I am still an honorary life member of Kenya Cricket Umpires and Scorers Association. Kenya Congolese also offered me life membership, and also Rift Valley Sports Club offered me life membership for my cricket contribution.
Wonderful.
I am also a paid life member of Kanbi Sports Club.
Very nice. Now I've got another question for you, totally changing the direction.
Yes.
You know, cricket is a great sport. Unfortunately, in Kenya, we've gone a little down with the sport. Is that correct?
That's correct. Totally correct.
Now, why do you think that actually happened? I mean, there was a time when cricket was such a big sport in Kenya. One of the national sports, as I may call it.
Dr. Lalitbhai Soda, if you recall your memory, Kenya entered into the World Cup in 1996 on leap year, 29th February 1996 in Pune. Kenya beat the mighty World Cup champions, West Indies. After that, Kenya got a lot of support. They were called unsung heroes of the cricketing world. Later on, in 2003, Kenya entered into the semi-finals of ICC World Cup in South Africa. And Kenyans were treated like heroes. Even in the parliament, they were discussed, the president. And if you, that time, Mr. Najib Balala, the sports minister, also accompanied the team to South Africa. And when the team came back, they were given special preference, VIP treatment. Players were told you can bring cars up to 2000 cc. You do not have to pay any custom duty. You know, there was a lot of encouragement. After 2003, it is a history, because one of our cricket writers in the Sports Monthly used to say cricket is in ICU, now is dead. But there were some problems like management problems, internal disputes. And you know, when there is no unity amongst the cricket administrators, like when two elephants fight, the grass suffer. So yes, this is the scenario. But I can tell you one thing, Dr. Lalitbhai, I still feel cricket in Kenya have talent. Like today, our past cricketers reunion, 2022 cricket edition, we are having a cricket function at the Golden Tulip Hotel in Nairobi under the chairmanship of Rajabali and vice chairmanship of Tariq Iqbal and honorary secretary Sandeep Shah. And I'm also one of the honorary coordinator and PRO. And the team, I'll tell you, we are trying to revive, but we are not associated with any cricketing bodies. But we want to tell them what is the best way we can offer any assistance. And you'll be surprised, we got a lot of sponsorships, you know. Other cricket associations, if they want sponsorship, they can't get it. You know, if you want to build up your reputation, you have to be, the cricketing bodies have to be transparent, accountable, and sort of, there should be sincerity. You know?
Perfect. Yes. So you said, obviously, by giving advice, you're forming this organization where you can give the different bodies some advice on making cricket a bigger profession. Now, that is one thing. But also, my next question to you is, how can we increase the profile of cricket, not just by advising them? How can we attract more youngsters playing the game? How can we improve that? What kind of assistance can you offer to the sport that can...
What is happening presently is upcoming fine cricketers, when they reach a certain age and they finish the higher level of education, they migrate to UK, Australia, Malaysia for further studies. And that leaves the gap. But I'll tell you one thing, even overall, we need change in Kenya cricket. We need to have fair selection committee. We need to have fair, no, there should be no friendship or no promotion of relatives and things like that. What we need is fair play, and we need a strong management to administer the noble game of cricket. Good leadership, and we have a change of leadership, but at the moment, the cases are in the court.
And do you think, in your vision, do you think that will change in the near future?
Well, I'm confident Kenya cricket will regain its lost glory in near future.
That's very promising to hear, because we want to obviously bring Kenya on the map again with cricket.
That's right.
Wonderful. Now, just a question on the side. I know there's enough, and one should be pushing this amazing sport in Kenya. But I just wanted to go back to many, many years ago. I believe I was a young kid, but at the time I still remember that the Nawab of Pataudi, who came to play cricket at the Gymkhana in Nairobi.
That's right. That's right.
Correct. Now, were you involved in any of that organization or in those matches at the time?
Not that time. I was like a spectator. And I saw him hitting sixes at Nairobi Gymkhana.
Correct. Yes.
Of the bowling of R.B. Patel, you know, brilliant cricketer. He was captaining the side, Nawab of Pataudi. Then we had Farooq Engineer, and a lot of like Ajit Wadekar, a lot of cricketers.
Now, when you were playing cricket, Shubhashbhai, who did you aspire to become like?
To be honest, those days, you know, there were not big names in our mind those days, because we were not international cricket. But I used to feel whether I play cricket, I should be a good sportsman and try to give best to the team and to the country if I'm selected. I didn't have any particular cricketer or cricketers in my mind. I didn't have a role model, to be honest.
Okay, well, that's very honest and very good of you to say that, because you were only competing with yourself, with nobody else.
That's right, because as I told you, we were not watching international cricket in those days.
Yes, yes. Now, I wanted to ask you, cricket has evolved a lot through your time, and now that you've been with it for 40 years plus. Now, lots of things have changed. Test matches to one-day matches to 2020. What is your view on all that?
Well, I still feel Test cricket is the best format of cricket, because you can see real cricket in Test cricket.
Yes.
2020 and what you call ODI matches. Well, they are competitive, fast games. Everybody loves watching 2020 and ODI matches because it's a short format of the game. Now
Correct.
You will see these days they organize matches, day and night matches, so they generate a lot of income. You know, ICC, they arrange matches in such a way that matches are played after the office hours.
Correct, correct. Now, just as we spoke, Shubhashbhai, I'm just going to head back into our conversation a few minutes ago. You mentioned about our Lohana Mahaparishad President, Mr. Satishbhai Vithalani. I believe he has logged in. Is that correct, Minaben? Minaben, is that correct that he is logged in? Yes, yes, yes. So I think his ears were burning when we were talking about him, and he's just decided to log in.
No, I was happy and honored to have spoken to him.
Wonderful, wonderful. Minaben, can you please spotlight him if you can?
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry about this little, it does, with the virtual world, it does take a little bit of time, but there he is. Satish Bhai has, yeah, there he is. Okay. Oh, Satish Bhai, welcome, welcome.
Namaskar.
I think he's probably on his mobile where the network is not the best. Can you hear us, Satish Bhai?
Absolutely.
There you go. So welcome on this Zoom session with our cricket legend, our Raghuvansh, our Indian Lohana man, Mr. Shubhashbhai Modi, and a legend that is talked about all over the world right now. So welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. Subhash is, of course, Kenyan, but, spends a lot of time here in India.
Yes.
And we welcome you, Subhash Bhai, to India. And, I've just heard a little bit about the cricket.
Okay, I believe obviously through mobile network, it may have been disconnected, but a very warm welcome to Satish Bhai. Thank you for participating with us. Subhash Bhai, he's currently in Mumbai, Satish Bhai, so try and touch base with him if you can. I'm sure you've spoken to him. Moving on to our cricket. So we talked about the test matches, the one-day matches, the 2020, and currently in England, we have the 100 League. Correct? Are you aware of that?
No, to be honest, not.
Okay, so obviously this is all evolving and different changes are made, but we've already got your opinion that you prefer the 5-day test matches that take place where true cricket can be shining. Is that correct?
Yes, but I'll tell you, Doctor.
Yes.
During my recent trip to England,
yes,
I was very impressed when I visited Taylor Merchant School.
Merchant Taylor School in Moore Park in Northwood. Yes.
I saw 13 cricket grounds. I have never seen 13 cricket grounds in a school all over the world.
Wow. Yeah, it's a very affluent school, a very good school, and they do promote cricket very much at that school. And in fact, you get scholarships if you are a very, very good cricket player too.
And I've been told they are going to spend about £4 million making indoor cricket nets.
Wonderful. So this is the thing. This is where they're attracting the newer generation. They're doing everything to make cricket a very popular sport. So that's brilliant. Yeah, Merchant Taylor is one of the very popular schools known for its cricket also. That's correct. Okay, so my next question to you, Shubhashbhai, is what is your current view on the IPL, the Indian Premier League?
Current IPL, I would say it is very well organized by BCCI.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of excitement. There is a lot of competition. Younger generation are shining. And I think it's going well. I would say everybody is enjoying IPL. I have not heard any complaint about IPL. The standard of cricket is high. And I think it should go on. IPL, I would say long live IPL.
And while in India, do you get a chance to go and watch any of those matches?
To be honest, no, because I've been quite busy with other my social activities.
Yes. Okay, so one thing I'll say, you said the youngsters are shining and doing well and cricket is doing well, but what's one of the, if I were to ask you 2 strong advices for the younger generation to make cricket a passion, cricket a great sport for them, what's the 2 top advice that you would give as a legend to the youngsters?
Yes, if anyone wants to become a good cricketer, first of all, he should be dedicated, sincere towards the noble game of cricket, and he should be fit enough. But cricket takes a lot of time because if one starts playing cricket, he has to balance his studies and also the game. And cricket is a game where you need a lot of time, but at the same time, one has to be dedicated towards the game, just not getting a kit, wearing white clothes and you become a cricketer. No, this is even you play cricket in colored clothing, but cricket is an art. It should come within. There are some cricketers, they are born natural cricketers, like we had Brian Lara, Ian Botham, Imran Khan, Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, natural cricketers. And all these cricketers have been to Kenya, And after being Kenya like Kapil, they become stars, you know.
Absolutely, yes. Correct, correct. Oh, that's amazing. Good advice. Stay committed to the sport, and you will do well. Obviously, needs time and dedication. So the next one, Subhashbhai, through your cricket career, you have had an opportunity to meet many, many people, very prominent heads of state. You've actually met His Excellency, the late President of Kenya, President Daniel Arap Moi, at the State House. You also had the opportunity to meet the King of Malaysia. And you've also had the opportunity to meet our Queen of the United Kingdom. Tell us about these incidences. How did the first episode with the late President Daniel Arap Moi take place?
1998.
Yes.
We were going for the Commonwealth Games. I was selected to umpire in the Commonwealth Games. That was the only time cricket was being introduced. So before our sporting contingent were leaving for Malaysia, we were invited by the president, then His Highness Daniel Arap Moi, to the State House very early in the morning at 6 a.m. And we were very happy. He was in a jovial mood. He wished the team well with all the best wishes. And you know, Kenyans, athletes are the best in the world.
Yes.
But cricket, we were participating for the first time in the Commonwealth Games. And we had also honored to be there at the State House. And during the same month, we had the honor of meeting the King of Malaysia. The father of Kenya cricket, led Jasmeer Singh, had given me his book written by Jasmeer Singh. He requested me, Subhash, can you kindly present this book to the King of Malaysia? I said, certainly I will do. And during the match, I requested his son. He was known as Prince. And he was also in the ICC management organizing team that time. And I requested if I can visit and meet your father, the King of Malaysia. And he told the security guards and says, please take Mr. Modi to my father and let him present the book, you know, which I did. And that was an honor for me to have met the president of Kenya and also the King of Malaysia. And later on in 1999, during the World Cup, all the officials, the match referees, cricket umpires, and the cricketers all over the world were invited to Buckingham Palace to meet the Queen. And we were introduced individually. And when my turn came, I told the Queen, can I take your few seconds? I want to tell you something, because I was introduced, Subhash Modi from Kenya. I said, yes, I come from the country Kenya, where you became the Queen when you came down from Treetop. Pity Treetop is now closed for some reason. But she became the Queen when she was in there in 1952, if I remember, you know. And she was very happy to hear that.
Perfect. Very nice. So amazing. The cricket career also made you meet lots of prominent heads of state, which is great.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm very happy to have met so many wonderful people around the world. So many.
Yes.
With the blessings of God.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely. Now, a very, very interesting point that took place in the career of cricket for yourself in the year 2006. This has never happened in the history of cricket ever, where a father gives his son the LBW. Tell us about that. That was a very interesting episode that happened in the cricket history. In fact, it has never happened and probably will never happen again.
That is a very good question, Dr. Lalit Bhai Soda. I'll tell you.
Yes.
When I was appointed by ICC, International Cricket Council,
yes,
prior to that series between Kenya and Bangladesh, I was appointed to do a one-day international game with Derer Hare in Scotland, the same year, 2006. After the match between Pakistan and Scotland, after dinner, I just asked Derer Hare, Derer, I need your advice. What would you do if your son was playing in the same game you are going to umpire? Then he advised me, if I were to do that, or if I were going to be featuring in the same match, I would be writing to ICC and clarify. So I did take his advice. I wrote to ICC that my son will be playing for Kenya team, and you appointed me to officiate the Kenya versus Bangladesh series. So I need your blessings. And they told me there is no problem. We'll be watching your performance, and your son has to do his way, you have to do your way. But if anything goes wrong, we know. But at the same time, my conscience was clear because I had already informed ICC in case anything happened. But thank God, nothing happened in that series. I had to give him out. First match got bat and pad. I had given him out. In the second match, I had given him out LBW, plum. And the commentators were trying to show the replay again and again, and mentioning how the father has given his son out, And in the evening, my son was not happy. He went and told my wife that my daddy should not umpire my matches. And if I do not umpire matches, which I'm appointed by ICC, then ICC will say that in that case, we can't appoint you any more games. Umpires are supposed to be neutral people, officials,
Wonderful. Yeah, that was a very interesting episode, obviously, that happened. Shubhashbhai, obviously, once in history it happened, and obviously, hopefully, it didn't create too much havoc at home for you.
Oh, well, there was no havoc, but even every time I visit,
Go ahead.
Every time I visit London, my granddaughter Kaya asked me, why did you give my father out, LBW?
Now we go to answer to your grandchildren.
Yes.
Okay, so Shubhashbhai, we have had the top people of the Lohana community over here, including from Mumbai, our Lohana Mahaparishad President, Mr. Satishbhai Vitlani. We have got spotlight him. Can we spotlight others at the same time, Meena Ben? Okay, can we do that with the North London President, the LC UK President, Bharat Bhai Soda, Dinesh Bhai Sonchetra, and Ajay Bhai Jobanputra? There we go. So we have all the South London representation, the Lohana community, United Kingdom representation, obviously from the Mahaparishad Lohana, and our legend, who is also Lohana. So a very quick 10-second greetings to Mr. Shubhashbhai Modi, our legend. First from the President of LC UK, Bharat.
Hello, Shubhashbhai, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Bharat Bhai. It was nice meeting you in London recently.
It was a pleasure to meet you, and hearing of all your achievements. I think all of us are very proud.
Good to see so many Lohana ambassadors on this show. Satish Bhai, Amlani, the President of Lohana Mahaparishad, yourself, Bharat Bhai Soda, Chairman of Lohana Community North, Ajay Bhai Jobanputra from Croydon, Lohana Community Chairman. He was very busy when we visited Sutton recently. Opening ceremony.
Shubhashbhai, I will request Satish Bhai Vitlani to say a couple words. Meena Ben, if you can spotlight Dinesh Bhai Sonchetra, please. Satish Bhai, you can unmute yourself, please. Unmute. He's disappeared again. Ajay Bhai, if you can go ahead, a very quick greeting to Mr. Modi.
Sure. Shubhashbhai, Jambo, habari ya leo?
Jambo, habari. Happy to see you again on the Zoom.
To see you as well, sir. Nice to see you.
And good work, all of you.
Thank you. You come from a very sporting family as well yourself, which is something I want to bring up because I learned my badminton with Pranlal Modi.
The blessings of God.
Yeah, I learned
Okay,
my
we'll just have a quick greeting there, Ajay. If you want to say a quick greeting, then we'll move on because obviously we've got limited time. Dinesh Bhai Sonchetra, can you unmute yourself, please? Okay, Dinesh Bhai is unable to unmute, but yes, we have. Go ahead, Dinesh Bhai, if you can unmute, please. Okay, so rather than spending a lot of time, we've had the Lohana representation from Lohana community, North London, South London, Lohana Mahaparishad, and above all, the Lohana community of United Kingdom. Subhashbhai, a great legend, a great Lohana Raghuvansh member. We salute you for what you've done, and we are proud to have a community member like yourself. You know, time flies when we are speaking with legends. We've already gone about 5 to 7 minutes over time. our next section comes up with the rapid fire round. And if we can do that, Minaben, we can now just spotlight the two of us, Subhashbhai and myself. Thank you very much. Lohana members, the presidents, thank you. Thank you very much from whatever part of the world you've joined us from. And now we move on to the next section, which is the rapid fire round. And the rapid fire round, Subhashbhai, is a quick question, quick answer. Is that okay with yourself?
That's fine. Thank you.
Perfect. So we will start the rapid fire round on the MINLA Zoom session with the cricket legend, Mr. Subhash Modi. Subhash Bhai, the first question, your comment on the movie 83, Kapil Dev, played by Ranveer Singh.
Simply a great movie by any standard. We watched the movie and we loved it. An excellent story, excellent direction, and there was joy to watch it being a cricketer.
Thank you. Cricket as a sport is the next one. Subhash Bhai, cricket.
Simply lovable. We all know as a gentleman's game, noble game of cricket. We love it, and today cricket has given us so much in life.
Thank you. You are traveling between 3 to 4 different countries. Where do you like to stay? Kenya, India, England, or Australia?
Of course, Wananchi, Kenya.
Wananchi, Kenya, absolutely. A big name in the cricket history, Mr. William Gilbert Grace.
Fatherly figure of the past, very respected, and what a cricketer he was.
Absolutely. The name Sachin Tendulkar, what does that remind you of?
Sachin Tendulkar, master of cricket, a batsman who has scored highest number of runs in the cricketing history.
Perfect. Subhash Bhai, your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is to spend more time with my family, friends, relatives, and if I can do something for the noble game of cricket.
Wonderful. Thank you. And the name, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar, what does that bring to you?
Sunil Gavaskar, the little master. Presently, he is in Zanzibar trying to promote the noble game of cricket in Zanzibar.
Wonderful.
I would say one of the finest opening batsmen of the world and a wonderful cricket commentator. And I would say wonderful cricketing ambassador, not of India only, but for all the world.
Perfect. Besides cricket, what is another sport that you like?
I love swimming to keep myself fit.
Wonderful. The name Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli, one of the finest batsmen in the world, but temperamental.
Okay. Your favorite team to watch playing cricket would that be India, Australia, or West Indies?
I would like watching India-Pakistan game.
India-Pakistan game. Lovely. Okay. Your comment on the movie MS Dhoni.
MS Dhoni was another very good movie. I think if some of you had watched very closely, we featured as umpires because MS Dhoni, when he was in Nairobi, I had the honor of umpiring one of the matches. And after the game, during the presentation, that little bit of movie, we two umpires are being shown in that movie.
Oh, very nice. Excellent. Kenya as a country.
Wonderful, great country. Offers a lot of opportunities. I would say it's a comfort zone for us.
Wonderful. What is the future of cricket in Kenya in a short statement?
Future of cricket in Kenya is going to be bright, in my opinion.
Perfect. So while in Kenya, your favorite preference, would it be ugali, mohogo, or uji?
Haha, the climate, I would say.
The climate.
And food also, there are many restaurants there now opening. Very good restaurants. I don't know whether you've been to.
Okay, the question is, your favorite is ugali, mohogo, or uji? One of the three.
Mohogo, cassava.
Mohogo. Okay. While in India, what's your preference? Vada pav, pani puri, or dabeli? One of the three.
Vada pav.
Vada pav. Your favorite pastime, Subhash Bhai?
My favorite pastime, I love walking. Well, if I get opportunity, I would like to play table tennis, badminton to keep myself fit.
Okay.
And-
Walking, badminton, and table tennis.
And reading.
Thank you. The next one is the COVID-19 pandemic.
COVID pandemic, I'll tell you honestly,
One short statement, though, yeah, Shubhashbhai, because this has to be a rapid round.
COVID has really changed the thought process of the world.
Perfect. Okay. Your one inspirational message for the audience. A short statement.
I would say we keep well, do well, and stay safe.
That's great. Your secret to your youth. You look younger and younger every time we see you.
Thank you with the blessings of God. And thanks to my wife for the lovely food she feeds me every day. And I like
Okay.
to keep fit by walking.
Perfect. And last but not the least, you've actually answered 19 of the 20 questions. The 20th question says, Dr. Lalit Soda's rapid fire round.
Dr. Lalit Soda, fire
My
round.
rapid fire round. What
Very
did you
good.
think?
Very good.
Thank you. Subhashbhai, thank you very much.
Impressive. Very good, very impressive, loud and clear.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for participating on the MINLA session rapid fire round. And we formally come to the conclusion of this talk with the legend on cricket, Mr. Subhash Modi. In fact, what I would like to say before I hand over a thank you to our lady, Meenaben, I would like to say a big thank you to your wonderful father, Ranchodas Bhai, and mother, Rambaben, both late, who I remember as a young kid, having produced a son like yourself, a legend in the Raghuvansh community. So big salute to them, your parents, Ranchod Bhai and Rambaben, late. I'm sure wherever they are, they're showering blessings upon you. So once again, a massive thank you for spending that time with us. I know your time is very precious. And before I end that, I will hand over to our lovely lady whose inspiration at the age of 76 comes to educate, to motivate, to spread peace, love, and unity all over the globe is none other than our Meenaben Khagram, who sits there and makes sure that the Zoom sessions are done promptly. Meenaben, welcome on this, and may I request a vote of
Can I
thanks.
say something now, or I can say something after she is.
You can say something after she has given the vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Sure,
Thank you,
sure.
Lalit Bhai, Amritpal Soda. Thank you. Be blessed.
Thank you. Meenaben?
Very much.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you go to Himalaya to learn all this sweet language? Habari Journey, global
Abari mzuri sana, Mama Meenaben Khagram, Jambo.
namaskar to all. This is my pleasant and humble duty to end this session with the heartiest thank you. My big thank you to Shubhashbhai. Just thank you, can't thank you enough. Really learned a lot from you. So
Thank
proud
you
of
very much. Can I say something?
Thank you, all beautiful souls. Asandi Sana to all the viewers on Facebook Live and those who have joined us live on Zoom.
Karibuni Sana. I would like to, can I say something now?
Okay,
No.
just 1 second. We'll finish the vote of thanks to Bhai, and then we'll definitely give you this chance to say that. Meenaben, you can finish that.
And end my thank you without saying big thank you to my cute cousin, Dr. Lalit Soda, and our co-host here, Eli Bhai.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you all. Asandi Sana, Kuaherini, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Over to you, Shubhashbhai.
There you go. Subhash Bhai, it's all
Thank you,
yours.
Meenaben. I'm very grateful to MINLA organization, especially to Meenaben, Ramesh Bhai, Khagram, and Dr. Lalit Bhai, Amritlal Soda. They have really taken very good time.